Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk. What's up? Big Kirk 916, getting down fresh out in another Prison Talk. This guy right here, he's gonna go do some time.
This is 25-year-old Delalvar Burke, bedridden but thankful to be alive. Burke told police he picked up 19-year-old Antwain Williams of Frisco while driving for Lyft Monday evening. Once they reached the drop-off location, Burke says he was attacked from behind with multiple weapons. First a knife, and then a cable or wire to try and choke him.
The rider took a knife to Delalvar's throat and basically was gonna slash his throat. And he did that a couple times. Delalvar put his hand right in front of the knife and basically asked the rider, hey, whatever you want, just take it, leave me alone.
Frisco police say Williams took Burke's Toyota Camry and left him in the apartment parking lot. Thankfully, there was a woman nearby to help Burke and call 911. Hours later, a patrol officer spotted the stolen Camry near Highway 423 in Rock Hill. Police tried to pull the vehicle over, but the driver sped away. Police say Williams eventually crashed out and tried to run, but was arrested. Meanwhile, Burke moved from Turkey to North Texas last year and sends money to his parents back home. Now leaning on his friends and cousins as he recovers.
I don't think nobody should deserve that, especially Delalvar, because he worked so hard.
What do you think makes a person like that behave in that manner? For what? You're logged into a database system. You use your ID. Your ID's in the app, and you got your bank account, all this stuff attached to it. They know your identity, and you decide to stab the Lyft driver. What if you would have killed the dude? For what? What kind of drugs is this guy on, you think? How do you justify that behavior? And then you look at the dude, and you can't tell by the looks of him. Obviously, he had enough sense to call a Lyft, to message Lyft on his app. And I'm quite sure that wasn't the first time he used the app. But now you want to take this guy's life for what? It's like, man, if you're working in the public sector, driving, or even as a passenger, you have to really be, overly conscious of the people, the mannerism. I don't even know how you would know that somebody like this was gonna flip like that. You wouldn't even know. And the thing that's really scary is that your back is to this person. This guy tried to strangle him after he stabbed him. You're in a position where your back is facing this person, and so if they attack you, you're in a vulnerable position. I don't know how you make an app like that safer, a Lyft or an Uber, so that you have some type of security measure. I don't know how you do it. But it's sad to think that this is what it's come down to. I mean, there have always been crazy people out there. I'm quite sure taxi cab drivers have dealt with passengers who were, loony, and, things have happened, been reported. But, yeah, this right here, man, the cops they're already at your house. You have probably recorded, because a lot of times Lyft drivers have, what they have cameras in their car now so they can record stuff. You stabbed the guy. You were the passenger. It's documented. I mean, they just want to go to the penitentiary, man. Some of these young people, man, they just want to go there to visit. They want to go and hang out. And the thing is, you visit, you might not come home. You might permanently be there, or you might just disappear in there. You might have a suicide, or, you might get canceled out for doing something stupid. People aren't really thinking at the highest level right now. There's a lot of weird frequencies out there. You don't know what kind of drugs these cats are on, what kind of mental imagery they've been subjected to, how they're affected in their personal life, what they're going through. You got to really be careful, man. Never underestimate anybody. Always have your head on a swivel. And if you feel something in your gut's probably telling you the truth. If you feel like, hey, man, something doesn't feel right, and you look up, pull over and get out the car and just walk away and tell them, look, I'm done. There's nothing wrong with that. I know you guys have had the feeling before when you went somewhere and you looked around, you like, you know what? It's off. But sometimes you might have thought, oh, it's no big deal. You might have stayed, or, maybe you went to a girl's house and you found out who her ex was, and you're like, damn, he sounds pretty crazy. When you say it sounds pretty crazy, that means it is crazy. I've been to parties and I've had that vibe, and I've left early, and I was fortunate because the people who stayed got beat down. And I've dated females, and when they told me who their exes were, I just stopped seeing them. No matter how good it wasn't worth it. So those gut feelings, man, and in a situation like this man's trying to take care of his family. He's trying to pay bills. That's the worst, man, because, you might not want to go to work. You might have a gut feeling, but you go to work anyways because you got to pay bills. And it's unfortunate that this happened. And I'm quite sure it happens more often than we know, because I've also heard stories where these Lyft and Uber drivers are sometimes taking advantage of women, through different substances and stuff, on the car doors or whatever the case may be. I've heard, stories about that too. So it's very, I don't want to say it's dangerous, but it is to a degree. It could be dangerous if you're not paying attention, even if you are paying attention. So just watch yourself out there. And if you get that gut feeling, listen to it. Let me know what you guys think. Is this guy right here going to get a major wig split? Smash that like, smash that subscribe button. Big Herc 916. Getting down.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.
Stop walking around with a crusty butt, smelly ball sack, and a funky hoo-ha. Big Herc said, wash that ass. Pick you up a t-shirt at FreshOutSeries.com.